From one coach to another, head basketball coach Tom Wood to Joddie Gleason. Coach, first off, win number 100. Congratulations.
Thanks. The players reminded me of it after the game. I wasn't aware that it was the 100th win here at Humboldt. We're not really focused on that stuff. We're trying to grind out game by game.
It's got to feel good, though. I mean, 6 years into it. I mean, obviously, if in 6 years you've got 100 wins, you're winning some ball games.
Right. The last few years, we've been able to tally some up that kind of bump it up there quickly. So we're happy about that. Obviously, it's better than going the other way. That's for sure.
All right. Well, how did you think you got to this point? I mean, it appears now that you've got not only a successful program, but it's going to be a successful program. As long as you're here manning the controls year in, year out, you've got young players coming up as other ones leave. What's been the key to your success?
Well, you got to get the horses. You've got to be able to get good players, and in order to get good players, you have to have scholarship money, and it all goes hand in hand. And we've been fortunate to keep our scholarship money increasing while I've been here. Besides last year, last year we had a dip, and those are the things that are important. When we've been dropping now in the last couple of years in relation to other teams in our conference, and so that'll be tough for us to maintain. The quality level of players, and so it all goes hand in hand. You have to try to to get the good ones. You got to usually have to offer them something.
Now, Tom Wood just said, asking him, he felt 75% of being a head coach was stuff off the court, not necessarily X's and O's in coaching, but fundraising and doing a lot of that stuff, and dealing with the state of California budget. One, how much time do you put into it? And two, how big of a problem is the state of California budget for your coaching situation?
It's rough. It's the least favorite part of the job, that's for sure, and it's something that you spend a lot of time doing. We have a big fundraiser next week, and it happens to be in the middle of our season, and it makes it's a challenge. And we do camps in the summer. We have fundraisers. It seems like all fall to lead up till now, and it's definitely a part that my coaching friends that are at different levels, it's the first thing that they're happy to stop doing, and you want to focus on your players and your team and getting ready for games, and so it's definitely a huge part of the job. It's something that we know we have to do going in, and it's something that we try to continue to do well.
What kind of relationship has Tom Wood and men's basketball had on you and the women's basketball program?
Huge. He was one of the key reasons why I think I've been able to get things going here. He's a great coach and a great person, easy to bounce ideas off of, and easy person to talk to, and you kind of look at their program as a staple and a successful one here. And so as I was applying for the job and looking, you can say, look, it is possible to win there, and it was one of the keys to making that decision. And he's great. I've had a wonderful relationship with him. Personally upset that he would retire.
Right.
He's retiring, but really happy for him. And the golf course is going to be busy, I think. And
stay away from Woody on the way. He's going to be even better now.
He gets good in the summer when he has a chance to play, and so he's going to get down there single digits.
Yeah, I think he's got scratch in his future. Having that said, you will be the longest tenured basketball coach now at HSU, and probably one of the longest outside of course, Frank Cheek, who that's a whole other story right there, but a good one. Tom Wood, 29 years. You're still very young in your coaching career. I know for the Humboldt State folks, hopefully 23, or 25 years from now, we'll be having the same conversation. But you never know. Do you see yourself coaching up to retirement, whether that's here or somewhere else?
I do. I'm kind of a person that I enjoy what I'm doing, and it's not that I don't have goals about what I want to do in the future, but I tend to really focus in on what I'm doing, and then pretty soon 5 years have gone by, and in a snap of a finger. But I like it. I came out of college as a teacher and went and started teaching in the public schools and enjoyed that. Had a coaching opportunity, enjoyed that, and so I kind of have stayed doing that. And it's a good gig, and if you can get it, and we have fun, and it's great to work with this age of student athlete. It's a important time in their life. You get to know them very well, and it's fun to see them go off into the future. So I love it. I can see me doing it for a while.
Now Coach Wood, of course, his whole head coaching career was here at Humboldt State. And do you find yourself aspirations? Maybe you and Skip, you talk. Obviously, players always want to be at the highest level, where it's maybe the Pac-10 or Division I. Do you eventually see yourself as a Pac-10 coach?
I don't know. I don't know if I like the business side of it. I think that it's more of a grind, and the must-win situation isn't something that appeals to me. And the fact that you can, lose your job if you don't, and all that kind of thing. I think that, we, like I said, we enjoy it here, and definitely have friends that have moved on and haven't had a lot of success at some of the Division I levels, and kind of probably really like winning at this level. And so, it's definitely out there, but we'll kind of see what goes on.
All right. In the meantime, your team's playing really good basketball right now. You went on the road. You took care of business. Last week, regional rankings came out. You were number 7. Surprised by that, or where do you kind of feel, or how do you feel where your team is right now as we're making that stretch run towards the playoffs?
I think that's the ranking that we should have been. We beat San Diego, and then every other ranked team ahead of us we hadn't beaten. So, there's Seattle Pacific and Nazarene and Pomona that were all ranked ahead of us. And so I think that's right where we should have been. And we're grinding it out right now. We have those 2 season-ending injuries of 2 starters, and so we're kind of right at the level where we can't get another one, and I think we're grinding it out. Every game's tough. Every game is a challenge, but our players are fired up. They believe they can win, and I think that's half the battle a lot of times.
4 straight home games, and then it's on the road, hopefully till the conference tournament. Obviously, 2 things. You're going to be expected to win all 4 of your home games, but at the same token, it's huge to get that done. How important is this stretch?
Oh, this is a really big stretch for us. This weekend we have San Francisco and Cal State Monterey Bay. Both were battles down there. We were fortunate to sneak out of there with wins, but they're going to be gunning for us. And then next week we have Pomona, who's right with us neck and neck in the conference tournament, and San Bernardino, who's playing well. So 4 of the toughest games in a row, we think, and having them at home is nice.
Should be fun, and it starts tonight, actually. How about that? Joddie Gleason joining us here on Humboldt State tonight. Back next with Dan Pambianco.